God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life. John 3:16.
There was once a landowner and his son who had a huge garden. Of all the trees in their garden, their favourite was a large pine tree that was home to a big family of squirrels. The squirrels were so tame that they could pet them. One day, their enemy came and poisoned the tree. It was a funny sort of poison, because it didn't kill the tree, but it got into the pine nuts, and when the squirrels ate them, it made them do all sorts of silly things, like hit each other with sticks and blow raspberries at the landowner and his son that they had once loved so much. When a great storm crossed the land, the landowner and his son tried to warn the squirrels, but only Uncle Norris took their advice. He built an umbrella under which he and his family and a few forest creatures sheltered during the 40 days of non-stop rain. Over the years, the problem with the poisoned acorns was not getting better. If anything, it was getting worse. So the landowner and his son decided that they would have to cut down the poisoned pine tree and move the squirrels to a new and better tree. So they sent the squirrels letters warning them about the chainsaw man who would be coming to cut the tree down. But they laughed at the landowner and crumpled up the letters and threw them back. So they sent them special squirrel messengers, but they only hit them with sticks, threw pine nuts at them, and blew the most horrendous of raspberries. Eventually, the landowner decided that the only way to truly save the squirrels that they loved so much was to send his own son. Being a powerful landowner, he turned his son into a tiny baby squirrel. And one Christmas gave him to the humblest squirrel family in the pine tree to look after. They called their tiny baby squirrel Salvador. A few months later, summer had arrived, and Salvador had grown up into something of a leader. He went all around the tree, telling the other squirrels about the tree being chopped down, and that if they would jump and trust the landowner, he would catch them and carry them to a new and better tree, where the leaves were always green, where the acorns taste like hazelnut chocolate, and so pure they will not make them do silly things like hit each other with sticks and blow raspberries. A few squirrels believed him, but for most of them, this talk of a new and better tree made them mad. So one day they grabbed Salvador, they hit him with sticks, and blew the worst raspberries that the world has ever heard. Then they threw him off the tree, laughing. They said, "Let's see if the landowner will catch you." Well, 3 hours later, Salvador showed up again, alive and well. That convinced his friends that if they jumped, the landowner really would catch them and take them to a better tree. Eventually, it was time for Salvador to return to his father and to be turned back into his son. "Goodbye," he told his friends. "My father loves the squirrels, and he will hold back the chainsaw man for as long as he can. But you must go and tell the other squirrels that my father and I will be waiting to catch every squirrel that jumps. I promise you we will gently carry all who jump to a new and better tree, where the leaves are always green, where the acorns taste like hazelnut chocolate, and so pure they will not make you do silly things like hit each other with sticks and blow raspberries.
And to this day, the Chainsaw Man has not yet arrived, and the story is still being told, that all who jump will be gently caught and carried to a better tree, where the leaves are always green, where the acorns taste like hazelnut chocolate, and they are so pure they will not make you do silly things like hit each other with sticks and blow raspberries. 2000 Christmases later, the message is still the same. Will you jump?